Hey guys, how's it going? This is HelpfulLockPicker here, and the video I have for you today is going to be a rather large unboxing. What happened is I fell down the rabbit hole on eBay. I ended up finding one thing I liked, I put in a whole bunch of best offers, and next thing you know, I won a bunch of auctions. I've had these boxes for a little bit now, and I figured I might as well find a good reason to open them up and share them with everyone. So what got me down the rabbit hole initially was this box right here, which is a locksmith's entire collection of his key blanks for Slaymaker locks. So you can only imagine what brand I started buying a lot of. So I'm going to first open up this box so we can take a quick look at all these cool key blanks. I have several packages, so this may be a little bit of a longer video, but it will be a cool one to see all of these really cool Slaymaker locks. So I'm just going to open this one up and we'll take a look on the inside. Alright, so this must be all just packing material. Alright, so that box is now empty. This feels empty. Let me just make sure there's nothing in the bag. That would have my info on it. And in a very nice Subway bag, we have all of these really cool Slaymaker key blanks. Alright, and the last one. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So now I have a lot of Slaymaker keys. So, what do you need when you have a bunch of keys? You're going to need some locks to go along with them. So, once I found these keys, I started looking at some old Slaymaker Padlocks, and I just thought that they looked pretty cool. So I'm just going to kind of open these up one by one here. So I have a vintage brass Slaymaker Super Padlock with key. So let's see what this one looks like. This is a really cool brass one. See, the shackle came open. Let's see if it locks up. It does. Now how cool is that? Got the bitting there. And that's what the keyway looks like. But yeah, that's a really cool little brass Slaymaker padlock. And once I started looking at these, I just put in some best offers. And you never expect to win them because a lot of times people put in offers that are a lot lower than you might think that they would accept. But you get surprised sometimes, then you get a pile of like 10 packages. So this one is called Vintage Padlocks with Keys. So we're going to cut into this one. And it said padlocks, so that's plural, so hopefully there's more than one in here. And there is. Alright. So this is taped down pretty well, so I'm just going to cut through it. Alright, so what do we got here? Ward Supreme Quality, Montgomery Ward, U.S. little brass lock. Looks like a little pen and tumbler lock. So this key says Ward on it, so let's see. Cool. That one opens right up. Next up is the Slaymaker. This one looks like it's a warded lock based off the keyway. And I do see some warded keys. I've got the Slaymaker one right here. So let's see if this is going to do the trick. Open that right up. Then we have a pretty cool EL padlock. Looks like it's a wafer core. Take a look at that keyway. Awesome. That was pretty satisfying when it opened. It has like a really strong force behind it. So, let's see if that's going to lock back up. Do I have to turn the key or something to hold it in place, or? Well, we'll figure that out for another day. But then we got this really tiny thing that's like the size of a penny. Let's see, it's got a cute little key. Look at that. That just pops right open. So this one, don't want to lose the second key. So I'm going to keep this one right off to the side here. Can move these locks out of the way as well. And then we're going to move on to the next package. Okay, and that EL snapped right back into place. Alright, so moving on. Vintage brass Slaymaker padlock with key. Thank you, enjoy. So let's see what we got in here. A very nicely wrapped up padlock. Got some bubble wrap thrown in as well. And then some more plastic wrap. So this lock was not going anywhere. Oh, there's the key. And this is a really cool looking brass Slaymaker. Look at that. That is so cool. There's the keyway. Looks like it is well used. But let's toss a key in here and see what happens. There we go. That had a really low sounding thud sound, but that was pretty satisfying. Got that locked back up. Vintage Slaymaker padlock with 2 keys. Genuine pen tumbler lock. So this is going to be the real deal here. So let's see. I think this one actually has genuine written on the front. That's probably why they said it. But let's check this one out. Yep. Very accurate description by the seller. Genuine pen tumbler Slaymaker. This is a pretty cool actually lock, and it's pretty clean looking. The shackle isn't too rusted. The lock seems like it's holding up pretty well. And I'm not going to be able to get the key in it without undoing the chain. So let's do that. Took a little bit of force to turn it over, but it did open. Now is it going to close? Just had some dust fly off of that. But we did get it to open and close, and that's pretty cool. So I'm going to put my little chain back around, and we will check out the next lock in the lineup of my Slaymaker rabbit hole here. And I just want to say, so far though, these are all some pretty cool little locks. Alright, moving on. Vintage brass Slaymaker super padlock. Thank you card. Slaymaker Super. Very beautiful lock. Opens right up. Closes. Nice little key. Slaymaker Padlock, Restless Vintage, made in USA. So this one feels like it has some cardboard or something keeping it flat. So let's see what we can do to open this up. Now coming out here, very small little Slaymaker Restless warded looking lock. And what's pretty cool about having some of the actual keys to these warded locks is now I can try to make a skeleton key to open them all up. That one opens right up. This is a pretty cool looking little warded lock. Look at that. Very nice. Moving on to the vintage Slaymaker USS steel safety only padlock with one key. A genuine pen tumbler Slaymaker lock, which has worn off some of the paint on the back. This is pretty cool. There's the keyway. See, the key is turned the plug, and I've now manually lifted it. It's a little rough going. Not gonna lie, this lock's probably had a long life, but that works perfectly. Very cool. Now we have the vintage Slaymaker Restless padlock with key. Very similar packaging approach. So we got another warded lock. Slaymaker Restless. Kind of reminds me of a heart for some reason. Get that warded lock key right in. Opens right up. Very cool. And now we have the vintage Slaymaker cylinder brass padlock with original key. Right here is the Slaymaker cylinder, made in US. Opens right up. There's the key. And that's all I have for you today. This has been a pretty cool unboxing of some of my new Slaymakers, which I didn't really intend to buy, but I put in some offers. They were accepted, and now I have a really nice collection of some small Slaymakers, some big Slaymakers, some pin tumblers, some wafer locks. Really nice, cool locks to have. But either way, guys, this is all that I have for you today. If you have any questions or suggestions, as always, please drop those in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking this out, and I hope you all have a great day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.